What a hit by Agnos. And Battlefield wins it in overtime. Stacey Terry hits it from 3. It'll be another Battlefield touchdown. This is the Battlefield Sports Network. Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning in to this week's episode of the Battlefield Sports Network. I'm Matt Venezia here on this Wednesday. We are happy to bring you the Battlefield boys soccer team hosting the Patriot Pioneers. Just like the guys on the pitch, the Bobcats welcomed Patriot into town. All our teams took on the Pioneers in this rivalry week. So there's no better way to start it off than with the Battlefield baseball team. Leading things off, we bring you the Battlefield baseball team. The Bobcats are coming off a semifinals appearance in the Mingo Bay tournament over spring break. The guys came back home and took on the Patriot Pioneers, but were defeated 12-1. Carter Cunningham broke down his home run as he drove in, the only run of the contest for Battlefield.
Big game like that, both pitchers are highly touted. They're both good pitchers, and Riley, I knew he was, it was a 2-0 count. I knew he was going to come with the fastball. I just got my foot down, let the hands work.
The Bobcats game against Wilson, scheduled for last Friday, was postponed, as their next game will be this Monday at Patriot. I'll be on the air with Prince William Sports and Entertainment for the contest as the guys are looking to bounce back against the Pioneers. Moving right along, we bring you the Battlefield girls lacrosse team. The girls went 1-1 this past week with a 16-9 win against Patriot and a loss to Riverside. Highlighting the efforts from the win, Haley Mosticello explained how the team was able to pull away from a close matchup against Patriot.
We started off a little slow, but we started to get back together after the second half. We started communicating more on defense and being more fluid on offense, and we started just playing better as a team. We're excited to play them at the end of the season towards this time because we're likely to see them again in the conference season.
Kate Himes tallied 6 goals in the win, including her 100th career goal in only 3 years as she missed her sophomore year due to surgery. Kate spoke about her offensive leadership for Battlefield throughout her high school career.
I tried really hard to be an offensive leader on this team every year, and it was really exciting to get my 100th goal against Patriot since they've been our rivals. Really hoping that our offense can keep being successful throughout playoffs and hoping to see Patriot again.
The Bobcats are next in action next Tuesday in a conference matchup at home against the Stonewall Raiders. The Battlefield softball team is coming off a strong week as they defeated the Pioneers at home 11-0. Megan Webb threw a 4-hitter as she went the distance for Battlefield on the rubber. The offense exploded, led by Caroline Joy and Keely Sealock. Anna Velarde explained how the offense for Battlefield clicked so efficiently in the big win.
Well, we've been working a lot in practice, using pitching machine, doing live pitching, hitting on the field. We've really been putting an emphasis on offensive because that's what we've been lacking in games past. But definitely, home game, lots of energy. We've seen Patriot before, we've seen their pitching, and we were just able to take the dub.
The girls are looking for the season sweep of the Pioneers as they take the crosstown rivalry to Patriot this Monday. The Battlefield girls soccer team is next here in this week's episode. The Bobcats are coming off a loss to Patriot, and with spring break interrupting the practice schedule, I asked Bridie Sheehan how the girls were going to stay focused while having fun over break and to be ready for their rematch against Patriot.
Had us make sure we were practicing on our own and just staying up with our fitness because we don't want to go out of shape and just be able to play our best because it's not going to be an easy game.
The Bobcats have been preparing for this contest as they look to split the season series with the Pioneers. Hannah Karras explained the mindset heading on the road for a date with the Pioneers.
Patriot is our rival team, so we were kind of extra nervous, especially with a lot of underclassmen. So I think for this next game, we just need to pick it up to the next level and realize that we have to win.
The Bobcats would tie the Pioneers 1-1 with Brianna Robinson scoring the girls' only goal. The Bobcats will regroup and look to bounce back Monday against Stonewall at home. The Battlefield boys lacrosse team is next as they too took on Patriot this week. Coming off a 1-1 record over spring break, including a win against the third best team in the state, the Madison Warhawks, the guys were ready for Patriot. I asked Colton Buzzard how that win will help the Bobcats in their game against the Pioneers.
The team's pretty hyped up. Patriot's always a big matchup. We've been playing with these kids for years. Played them all throughout. I'm a senior, so this is my 4th year playing Patriot. I know all these guys. They know me. It's always going to be a battle. Big win up against Madison over spring break, and we're looking to continue that in today against Patriot.
The Bobcats were defeated in triple overtime to the Pioneers 8-7. Nate George was strong in net for the Bobcats, keeping the game close the whole way. Logan Cleary tallied 2 goals and Ian Dinga had 3, carrying the Bobcats on offense. The Bobcats host the Stonewall Raiders this Tuesday at home. And finally, we bring you the Battlefield Boys Soccer Team. I was there doing the play-by-play with Prince William Sports and Entertainment for my first boys soccer game of the season against Patriot. The Bobcats defeated the Pioneers in a rivalry contest 2-0. Liam Lovell and Zach Salazar scored for the Bobcats. Michael Barbuti put a 0 on the Patriot offense as he completed the shutout. I spoke with player of the game, Zach Salazar, after his big game. How were you able to help lead Battlefield here in this win against Patriot?
I think just a team effort all around. It's a Patriot rivalry game at our home field. We lost here against Osborne last game, so we just had to come out strong. And just all the boys really put in work.
And right out of that second half, even before that, with your goal coming right away in that first half, right away, not even, I think, 10 minutes into the contest, you scored, and then a long gap between the offenses. What did Coach tell you as right into the second half, you scored not even 2 minutes in?
He just told us to play our game, just keep our composure, just pass the ball around, and chances will come to us, and they did.
With our 7th week of spring coverage in the books, we say thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. With Patriot coming into town and the Bobcats taking on the Pioneers, this just reminds us that the playoffs are quickly approaching. So make sure to stay with us on Twitter and on the videos to know everything going on with Battlefield Sports. From Battlefield Sports Network, I'm Matt Venezia, signing off.